Pete Dunne included as well. I'm not forgetting about that. But this was the original match. And I still believe, despite the whole Pete Dunne being involved, I still see Trick Williams being a major influence on the NXT title picture. Let's get into that. And also, before we begin, let's get back. Let's do that one simple thing before we do that, guys. If you haven't already, give you guys a reminder. Let's double tap that screen one more time.
Welcome to the button, a speed.
He acts like a sucker. Oh boy, more spinning. What's it gonna be? Uh-oh.
All right. So, with Trick Williams, this is going to be him versus Ethan and Pete Dunne. That's what seems like where it's going. But despite all of that, I still see a big difference. And what I'm going to say is Trick Williams' popularity is still somewhat high. I don't think it was as before, but I still see him being a major player in the NXT Championship picture. The reason I said it because he's big, he's tall, he's 6'4", got a good build, very over with the audience. Not as much as he used to, still over. It seemed like it simmered down a little bit. You know, he's developing on his move set. He's getting better in the ring. He's trying. You can see the effort there for Trick Williams. You know, definitely for where he was before. But I definitely see some development there. Definitely see that. But now, I'm just confused. What you say, Nadia? Pete Dunne would be the special guest referee. Okay. That seems confusing. Now, did that say that in there? Now, when we see that there, before I do get further, since you brought that up, Nadia, why they kept saying, or Pete Dunne? Well, okay, that makes sense then. But they had that for next Tuesday advertised. This is a little bit it's confusing, like I said before. But like I said, despite that, if that was the case, Trick Williams, thanks for clearing that up, by the way, Nadia. Appreciate that. So he's gonna be special guest referee. That's gonna be interesting. Makes it even more better. But will he defeat him for the title? And think about it is Trick is still over. His popularity, like I said, is still high. And I think that if he has the right development as a character and the right build and everything, he still could be over with the crowd. So thing about it is October 1st, it comes down to that. We're going to see that. Now, if Trick becomes a two-time NXT champion, I would say his character needs a change. I like Trick Williams as NXT champion, but since he already had a first run, it wasn't the best run. You know, kind of got thrown in there real quick with the title. Remember, it wasn't too long before he won his title that he was the NXT North American champion. And he only held that for 2 days. But now he did win his title. I don't think he had the run he should have had. Because I will say he never lost the belt. He never lost the belt. He never was pinned or submitted. So I knew there's a way he's going to come back. And like I say, I'll say before, Trick Williams is a big part of the NXT division, men's division, that is. But I will say this, I do see Trick regaining his championship. I do see that. I see him being champion once again, and that's exactly what I think is going to happen at the October 1st episode. That's what I think it'll do. But I will say he needs to change because I see him definitely regaining the title. Now, since I do see him regain the title and he needs to change, I would say Trick Williams needs to be heel. Because this time with Trick, his look, his image, he needs to be an NXT champion, but as a heel, not a babyface. So that's how I would do it. I think heel would be perfect for him. I think he'll get over. I think he'll be solid, but he has to be a heel. He cannot be a babyface. That's right, Trills. I think Trick Willie needs to be a heel. He already been NXT champion as a babyface. We already saw that run. Because when it comes to October 1st for this title, we need to see Trick win, and maybe it could be a double turn. Maybe Trick becomes heel and Ethan Page turns to a babyface. All ego, people will cheer for him. And when he does win and become a full-fledged heel, he could kiss that champ just like a heel. He could act like a heel. I mean, let's get a double turn at the October 1st episode. We want to see Trick dominate as champion, and I think he has what it takes to do that. He could be definitely a very good heel, and a heel would definitely help him with his character, his development, his overall character. I think that's one of the big things he's missing. So I think Trick has almost everything what it takes, not just become NXT champion, but potentially take it to the top of NXT. And I think with him being a heel and winning the title again as a heel, he'll be similar to Roxanne Perez. Remember Roxanne Perez? Her first run with the NXT Women's title, she was a babyface. It was not the best run. Now she ended up losing her title due to her passing out, and she won it again at NXT Stand Deliver. She turned heel, and look at the run she's having now. I think the same could be said for Trick. He wins the title, CW debut. He turns heel in the process, double turn with Ethan Page. All ego turns babyface. He turns heel. He has a dominant run. It could possibly be one of the best NXT championship runs in a long time. In a minute. Best runs in a minute. So I think that can work. I think he should be a heel. Because Trick definitely is over. He definitely has everything going for him well. Especially, I saw with that diss song he had on Pete Dunne. I said, when I saw that song he just did, if you guys remember last week, I said, this has heel written all over Trick Williams. He needs to be a heel. And if you agree, give me a yeet.
Yeet.
Yeah, he is a heel. Remember, he was a heel with Carmelo Hayes. When he was a sidekick to Carmelo, they were heels and they dominated. They did that thing. You know, let's talk about it like Trick normally say. But, Figure Four said make the name switch and turn them heel. Yeah, Trills, yes. King Roo, salute to you. Thanks for coming out, man. Nadia said, I kind of like him as a heel, but I think he'll be a good heel with NXT. I think NXT will pay more of a heel. Yeah, he needs to be a heel champion because I did not like him as a babyface champion. I think he's better off as a heel. He's 6'4", like I said before. This guy's a heel, not a babyface. Some guys I can understand, but not Trick. Definitely. Yeet. But yeah, Trick, I think he wins his title. He defeats Ethan Page. What he can do in his finish, October 1st, he can low blow Ethan Page. He can hit it with a weapon. He can do something that illegal in the match, and the ref don't see it when they get knocked out. And the crowd would not expect that because the crowd was so much behind Trick Williams as a babyface. Whoop that Trick. He really is going to whoop him, and then he's going to come out with the championship. But this would be a great way to put over Trick as a heel. I think it'd be great. And if he does great and he's booked well after he wins the championship, he can have a memorable NXT championship run. He'd be somewhat like Roxanne Perez. I don't see why they need to go that route. Because I don't want to see another Trick Williams winning the title as a clean-cut baby face and to whoop the Trick. He got to be, you could even tweak his theme song to whoop the Trick. Maybe. Just maybe. And I think that would be great. Just double turn him. Make him a dominant champ that I know he can be. It's not bad as a babyface, but I think he'll be better. Yeah, he's better as a heel. We saw him as a heel when he was with Carmelo. When he first got in NXT a few years ago. A double turn, Oba goes face while Trick go heel. That's a good idea too. And Oba could lose his title, go babyface, and he could actually challenge Trick for the NXT Championship and may be the one to defeat Trick Williams for his NXT Championship. I don't see why not. I hope you didn't turn into another MVP or something, but they try to put on a back burner. Yeah, but I will say that Trick Williams needs to be a heel. He needs to be a heel champion. I don't see why they can't go that route. I think it'd be the best option for Trick. I think it'd be the best option for his character development change. I think it'd be best for the NXT brand because like I said this last week, anytime WWE program, whether it's Raw, NXT, or SmackDown, especially with all three networks changing networks this year and next year, they always want to bring a big feeling to a championship match, whether it's the World Heavyweight Championship, the WWE Championship, or the NXT Championship, whatever. They want some type of finish that people will remember. If we get this match, SCW and Ethan Page retains, no one's going to be really remembering that. But if we remember Trick Williams winning and regaining the title, and he regains it, but he does it as a bad guy, people are going to talk about that forever. Remember, they're going to remember the first episode of NXT on CW and Trick Williams win the match as a heel. He turns evil. He does dirty stuff, and he's a heel. And crowd will boo him. They will be all over that. They will boo Trick. They will get mad, but he will get so much heat, and it will be great for Trick. Nadia said, I actually would like to see Oba at me as a heel. As long as he's the NXT, yeah, he'll be fine. NXT don't have many heels. Yeah, Trick should be one of them. And I think Oba Fame would be a good heel. Oba Fame's a good heel, but he been doing this for most of the year. He's undefeated. Whenever his streak is broken, his undefeated streak, maybe he should go babyface. But that's a long time. That's a while from now. We're just long term. We're doing long term booking here. But Trick, him getting over as a heel, I can see him win his title back. He will win his title back. Trick will win his title back, and he could just go off. He could cut a promo the next episode. You guys kept saying, whoop that Trick. I don't think you were behind me. I did what I wanted to do. I want to be Trick Willie, and now I'm doing it just for me, and I'm not doing it for the fans no more. That could be very well great said. But yeah. That's true. Oba Femi is running out of heel opponents. He is. Nadia said, who do you think is underrated or overrated in NXT, in your opinion? Tatum Paxley is underrated. She's very solid. After what I saw in NXT and Impact, I would say that she's underrated. I think I'm trying to think who is. Yeah, I would say Tatum Paxley is the most underrated. Overrated, I can't think off the top of my head, but Tatum Paxley is very solid. Her character is similar, it's a dark character, but she's very underrated. But yeah, Trick Williams, man, he needs to go ahead and stop playing around. He needs to be a heel, and we need to see him win championship at NXT October 1st and CW in Chicago. And that's all I have regarding bonus round with Trick Willie win October 1st versus Ethan Page for NXT Championship. I believe he has what it takes. Not as a babyface, but I want to see him as a heel. I appreciate you guys coming out. Talk about NXT's a little late one here, but we definitely stay tuned. AW Dynamite's tonight, unfortunately. I will compare the numbers, NXT viewership versus AW Dynamite viewership. It will either be tomorrow or Friday, but definitely will keep you guys in tune. You said I think Ethan Page is like a little overrated. I think underrated. Trick. Yeah, Ethan is a little overrated. That's true. Especially when they threw the belt on him so quick. But his character is one thing keeping him over. We've seen that character a lot. But I like Ethan Page though as a whole. Is he the top of NXT? But he's okay. I remember watching AEW. But other than that, though, that's all I have regarding that. You guys let me know in the live chat and playback and comment section below what you think of the bonus round. Of course, the recent episode of NXT. I will get those, like I said, compare the viewership of both shows, and we will talk about those shows, AEW Dynamite and NXT. Soon to be able to pop up. You guys click those below. You guys already know what it is at this point. It is OUNT.
Something happened this weekend, and I have been struggling with it since I retired. But this weekend gave me closure.
Wow.
It really did. Like, it was fun. Obviously, it was fun. I mean, you can't, doing this for as long as I have and being involved.